Okay, friends, senior leaders and CXOs, welcome back to my dialogue with Shujaul Rehman, CEO of Garware Technical Fibres. As you saw in the first part, Shujaul covered the first two transitions of his career, which is a movement from FMCG to tires business. Now, moving on to the next transition from CEAT, Shujaul, you joined Garware Technical Fibres, which is, as I know it, it's a completely different kettle of fish. So, how did you make this move? What was the thinking behind making this move? And what are the learnings from this move?
And the reason for this move was obviously to get growth in terms of vertical growth for me. And I realized that in maybe CEAT, I won't get that opportunity. So that was the big reason. Second thing was I had so far done only, let's say, FMCD and FMCG kind of sales. This was a business which was 70% B2B, which was a new thing for me. So I thought it will be a good learning for me. Also, I had never done international business. All my experience was in India. So this was also an opportunity for me to be able to understand how the international business operates. So there was these things from a career growth point of view and the learning point of view that in a way motivated me to take this opportunity. Yeah, in a way, I took the risk because I realized that finally you have to take calculated risk in your life and your career to be able to succeed.
Would you like to describe it a little more in terms of the complexity of the business?
So it's a business where 60% of my business comes from international business, 40% comes from India. Close to, I would say, 65% is B2B and 35% is B2C. We are in aquaculture, in agriculture, we are in defense, industrial products, so variety of products. And another thing which is there, here you can't have same approach for either business because in terms of customer segments, we manage about 7 to 8 customer segments. So maybe a farmer to a fisherman to aquaculture company to a big construction company to government to defense. So the variety of customer teaches that I'm targeting. So it's in a way it's a lot of fun. Vis-a-vis, let's say in tires, you have maybe 1 or 2 TGs. Here, your target group is very, very diverse.
Right. So tremendous complexity in
Yeah.
Garware. Yeah. So wonderful. So having been through a very long stint with Garware, a lot of successes, a lot of feathers in your cap. As we saw, judged one of the top 25 managers by Great Place to Work. So my last question, Sujal, to you is really everybody, most of the CEOs that one comes across have this image of everything going right, life is full of accomplishments, all of that. I'm sure that CEOs have been through their own lot of ups, but many downs as well. Could you please throw some light on what was the toughest time or the top two most challenging times that you went through and how did you cope?
I think first was the first 1 or 2 years in this company, and I joined Garware because typically in any business, it's important to know the answer to this question of why a customer should buy a product. When you move from FMCG or FMCD to a B2B or B2C kind of business, you need to understand how things work. So we are, let's say, a manufacturing oriented company. So it's important that we produce what a customer wants, not the other way around. So maybe the mindset is typically that we'll sell what we can produce rather than the other way around. So this mindset change is something which is difficult to drive in a setup. Also, how to bring innovation be a part of your day-to-day business, because finally you need to be able to differentiate your offering from your competition in the market to be able to get this going. So, and last but not the least, to be able to get and attract the right talent. So I was able to, obviously get talent from FMCG, from FMCD. We try to drive change in our company. So that I think was a difficult part first 2-3 years. But as things started to move, people saw results. Then I got a lot of support from. So this I think was first 2-3 years was a difficult part. Then I think COVID also was a very difficult part because this COVID period, when you have 60% of business outside India and 40% is in India, you have close to 1,200 employees in our company. So how do you ensure that everybody is safe? You're able to manage the salary, the fixed cost part of the company. So that was a difficult part. We decided pretty much early that we will not ask anyone to leave. We'll ensure everybody gets the salary on time. And first, obviously, 20-25 days were very difficult because the plant was also closed. But over a period of time, we started to get approvals because we are supplying to a lot of food companies. Our products, we're going to food companies, we got approvals. and we started to move things, and the kind of support we give to each other during that period, I think is something which I'll remember always. And as a company, we came out with flying colors. In fact, in that year, we could produce only about for 9 months, and we sold more than what we normally sell in 12 months. So the team came up together to achieve great results. Another thing which I want to tell to everybody who's viewing this program is that finally, it's your career. It's important for you to understand where to play and how to win. It's important to understand your skill sets, your strength and your weaknesses, and then maybe at some stage decide your career path for next 3 years. Don't think very long term. Don't think 10 term. 3 to 5 years good enough. But this way to play, how to win is important. And also, another thing which I've always driven in my life and feel it's important is basically focus on both deliver and develop. So as a leader, as a CXO, you're expected to deliver, but also you need to develop your business for the future, your segment for the future, or whichever function you're handling. So to be able to have at least 30% focus on development and 70% focus on deliver, it's important.
Wow, thank you so much for all those rich words of advice, as well as sharing your rich learnings, Shujaul, and showcasing your accomplishments as well. So, dear viewers, this ends my conversation with the CEO of Garware Technical Fibres. Thank you so much, Shujaul, for being on the show.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, bye. Dear viewers, if you found value in this video, support us by clicking the like button, share it with your colleagues, and press the bell icon to subscribe to my channel. I eagerly await your thoughts on this video in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.